When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UMass Minutemen. UMass will kick off and will be underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So USC's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UMass. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Evanson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Handoff to the single running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Turbin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rhodes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. UMass comes to the line, facing second and short. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Catch and stride inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. UMass lines up with a first and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Scores on the sneak. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Those 2 not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on it. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Elevates over his man. Touchdown, UMass. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense presses him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Number 12, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first.
He's looking deep. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds a man in the middle. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This time he's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown. Minutemen made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 35 to Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right. Absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Holds it in on the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Going for it all. Touchdown, UMass! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. Everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
With the catch, it's Pena.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
To the ground with the back. Past the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsibilities.
The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's the handoff. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab near the sticks. It's McNabb. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on second and inches. Gives it on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Pena.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
They're up by 27 over BYU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.